we're live.
We're live.
We're live. And it's like, I'm glad I have you in the car.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing the Mustang Monday live with Ethan Shaffer from Creative Dynamics. Had to do it because he convinced me. Normally they're all recorded, and he goes, "Oh, aren't we going live?" And I'm like, "No, Ethan, I record these." And he's like, "Well, we should do it live. It would be much more fun." So here we are. And I realize I got to move my seat back a little bit. So here I am with Ethan Shaffer with Creative Dynamics, and we're going to talk a little bit about marketing and getting some attention, because Ethan has some very specific ideas for me, which I really appreciate. But I think that it would translate to anybody who's watching right now.
Absolutely.
What you've got. So first of all, Ethan, tell me about you, because my people know me. I'm Kelly Orchard. This is Mustang Monday. I'm the badass certifier, and this is Ethan Shaffer. He's a badass marketing expert.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me how you got started, what you're doing, and about you and Creative Dynamics.
Yeah. So let's see how far I should go back here.
Yeah, we want to be careful.
I know where we should go
really
back.
Do.
Kind of, I'll go back pretty far and then fast forward into the start.
Okay.
I actually owned a moving business for 7 years.
Okay.
And so I did all my own marketing, and I did really good at it. And honestly, I really enjoyed the marketing side of it more than running. More than moving, running all the guys,
boxes, right?
Angry customers, this, you know, all the different things. And so at a certain point, I shut the company down and I went into marketing. And so beginning of 2018 is when Creative Dynamics was started. And we've really learned a lot over the last couple of years. You know, really what marketing is, it's attention. So a lot of people think like, you know, we're a Facebook marketing company. But at the end of the day, it's where the attention is.
Right.
And for our clients, you know, that are normally 20, you know, let's use carpet cleaning, for instance. Typically, it's going to be 28 years and up, and that's where people are on Facebook. So if you're selling something that goes to a younger market, you're going to want to be on Instagram, or even a younger market, you're going to want to be on TikTok. And then what type of brand do you want to build? And so we really look at marketing not just as Facebook marketing.
Okay.
And then one of the biggest things that we've been looking at recently is really keeping people's attention for a longer amount of time. In the beginning, we did a lot of really slow, cinematic, like professional videos, and what we found is people really don't care. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that they don't care. They want something entertaining. You're going to have your friends, family.
Right. Your friends, family, those people are going to share, look, watch, and say.
They like to see your stuff, but for the average person, they want to be.
For the people who don't know you, right?
Yeah.
That's what these Mustang Monday videos have basically come to be. There's definitely never a sales pitch. Yeah. And it's just me having conversations with, you know, somebody in my car. This is the first time I've done it live. You guys, so let me just sort of how the conversation started was that we were at a lunch last week together, and I sat down and we had talked about, I don't know, you had approved one of my posts in one of your groups, and I wanted to thank you for that, and we just started talking about doing this Mustang Monday. So I showed up here to the recording, and he hops in the car and he goes, "Oh wait, we're not doing this live?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that'll be a first. So thank you to Ethan, who encouraged me to do this Mustang Monday live today. So with that in mind,
an interesting topic on why going live. Yeah. And you know, really, we're all learning. People's attention, the way we watch stuff changes. If you really go back, if you want to go back to like early email, like, you know, when I was a kid, like 96. When you got an email, like, you were really excited. You're like, "Oh my gosh, we got
somebody reached out to me." Well, it's the same thing when you stick a letter in the mail.
You know, we got $20 off, and like, this is amazing, and you're gonna go like turn it in and be like, "I got this email." Right. Now you're like, you know, spam, get out of here. So then even the way videos come across. Right. So one thing I noticed, and you know, call you out a little bit, but you know, there was the logo and some big words, and what I've found is one of the things that we've started practicing in Creative Dynamics is not introducing the company name or brand in the video for at least 20 to 30 seconds. Okay. Because once if you can entertain them, and then they're like, they they get on board that this is a business and you're talking, then they'll watch. But if they see the business, they're like, nope, I want to watch a funny cat video. Like, I want to watch, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it is. So that's where we've found, and we've had a huge success. And, you know, like,
So you're saying that in the recorded Mustang Monday videos, I should take out my logo.
You know what take the logo out. But
the logo's badass,
this is where you'll get people's attention.
Come on. So I'm going to put the logo
I know, yeah.
We're going to pretend it's right over your head here. Here's where you would see the logo. Right here on top of me.
But when you're looking at getting people to watch, you have to adjust to what they're
well, and I think, okay, so that's why you're good at what you're doing, because for instance, you know, when I first started out, I too was studying all of the latest in marketing, you know, how to do this, you know, so meanwhile, I'm trying to develop my programs, I'm trying to work my business, but I've also got to figure out whatever's happening in social media marketing, email marketing, whatever it is. And for the normal, like you're not normal, for the average business person, that's really tough.
It is.
So that's why we need somebody like you who pays attention to these things and is willing to experiment and willing to call somebody out like me, you know, and say, hey, maybe you should do this differently. It's like, okay, I'm not a graphic artist. I'm not paying, well, I can say I'm not paying that much attention, but I'm not that expert. Yeah. So when you and John, what's his last name? Favillo? Yeah. Okay, we just called out John Favillo, so now he has to hop in the car. It's kind of like a hot potato tag. You're it,
John Favillo.
John, you're up. But when he was saying,
somebody tag John.
Yeah, we're gonna tag John. So it's like he asked me, he goes, "So do you drive when you do the Mustang Monday?" I'm like, "No, I don't." He's like, "You should." So do you think that would be more interesting?
I think it'd be a little more intense.
It would be definitely intense because this is a.
I think it would be cool if we sat in the back and someone else was driving, like doing donuts or something.
Oh hell no.
That would be interesting. But if you think about it, people's attention, and then you start it. Hang on, you start the video with your car doing a donut.
Oh, I thought of that.
And then we're you know, two people in the back, exactly, and record it. People will watch.
Right.
If done right. So let's say you were to send us over, and you're like, hey, from 3 minutes to 12 minutes, or 3 minutes to 7 minutes, I want to cut that, put that over here, and you gave us multiple ones, we could work something to where it's just editing hours.
Here's what I got here's a proposal. This is a live proposal to Ethan. Here we go again. I'm just like completely like out there. I have a workshop coming up in a month called the Amplify Your Badass Self Workshop. And this is not a sales pitch. This is me saying, so Ethan, why don't you come and video my workshop, and then let's use that content for what you're talking about.
I like it. What do you do? What is your workshop going to be about?
It's Amplify Your Badass Self Workshop, and I am teaching you how to create your own badass soundtrack using positive psychology, cognitive behavioral therapy, neuroscience, and how to tap into warm, happy memories and create your badass soundtrack by attaching them to songs from your past. It's very cool, but the even cooler part about it is that I've partnered with a platinum record producer. Oh, wow. So, and it's going to be held in his theater at his private recording studio in Old Town Marietta.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it is the ultimate in the badass workshop event.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, so maybe we could work it out where you could come and do some video recording of it, and we could utilize, well, I have plans to record it anyway, so now I'm like, okay, you're coming up with some great ideas here.
Well, and I think too, like, even showing you like the best, what angles, what mic to use, how to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
And then sending us over the footage and setting something up. Because what I really, like, honestly, people need to be putting out videos a minimum of twice a week. Minimum. But then a strategy to get attention.
Right.
There's so many businesses I've seen that have paid thousands and up into the tens of thousands of dollars, and they have 17 views, 3 views on it. And I'm like...
It's a matter of getting that attention and doing it right.
Yeah, doing it right. Because what happens is, say, and it's just really looking at the market. And that's one thing that we really strive for, is really looking... I constantly look at really successful marketing and successful videos and say, why? Why are you there?
Why is that one so good?
Why did this go viral? And I really found on TikTok, and you know what it was? What I really found on a lot of videos, it's facial expressions. So when you're like, you know what I mean, as actors,
Yeah, well, I do that anyway. I look right at the camera and go, what do you think? I was like, what the heck?
So there's that, and then, a lot of different strategies, but it is having the charismatic personality.
Yeah.
That,
well, I get people. Lately, it's like people are, as they discover what I do, especially with the live video or getting up and speaking. I've had a lot of people ask me if I could help them just with that presence, and I can honestly say yes. Number one, and this isn't a sales pitch. This is just me explaining that I didn't just start out doing video and have this ability. I have trained skills. I'm a former radio personality.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I did the radio thing forever.
Yeah.
And, live broadcast, remotes, MC events, all of these things. So for me, it was kind of like second nature to just flip on the mic and turn on the camera and say, hey, here I am.
How you doing? Yeah.
This is a radio show, only I don't have a radio station and I'm not playing music, but it's so yes, you have to develop those skills too of the presence. It doesn't come naturally for everybody.
Absolutely. Some people might be written word.
Yeah.
Some people might be a podcast that's not videoed, but they do it consistently.
Right.
You do have to be self-aware on where you fit best.
Yeah.
And finding that, and then from there, triple down.
Yeah.
And just really go into it. So, I like video. One thing for me is kind of funny. I've been wanting to get into doing podcasts and doing more videos, and we're pretty busy. And I keep telling myself, well, I'll get to it soon. And I get all this motivation, and I'm like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't, and then...
That's when you need
But
me.
I also find
That's
myself...
when you need me.
But I also find myself playing, I have a roller coaster game, and sneaking 10 minutes on my roller coaster game, and then looking at something on my credit report, and like,
you get
how
lost
can I...
in the
And so I get lost in that.
of the,
but I don't have time to do more videos.
I know.
And it's being self-aware of where I'm at mentally.
Yes.
And
that also is part of what I teach in the Badass program, is that, that procrastination or that self-sabotage, which is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Because it's like, here I go into psychotherapy mode. The self-sabotage is, like with your phone, is the addiction of the game, first of all. The gaming is an addiction. And there's studies have been shown that. So you get into a game, and the next thing it's like, you go to the next one. It's increasing the dopamine when you win.
Oh, I won't download another game.
Don't do it.
I don't.
But on the other hand, music that you love and that reminds you of happy times can also be addicting. But because you're not like watching the video, you're listening to it, you can do other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, the podcast. Oh, Ethan, we need to get you on that.
I want to start doing I want to start minimum of 1 a week, and then 2.
Yeah.
And then really just go into it, because I can come to work 45 minutes early, invite somebody down, and I do have a really amazing video guy, and I have a really cool team here. So then I have the resources to have it edited, shot, put. I have the resources to do like a small scale of Gary Vee. To do it, and I'm just not, and it's just like, why?
Why am I not doing it? And how many times have you asked that question? Why am I not doing what I want to be doing? Yeah. What is holding you back? And I often say, I learned this myself, is that if you're wearing procrastination as a badge of honor, it could be that you really just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So you need to think
there's
about
definitely,
that. You need to think about, because you called me out on something. I'm going to call you out with, okay, why are you procrastinating doing this podcast? You're too busy doing other stuff. Yeah. But it could actually help to build your business. Yeah. If you get it started, and you already know it's a no-brainer. Yeah. It's a no-brainer for you. Oh. Here's what I know. When you really want to improve with what you're doing, you've either got to learn the skills or you hire a professional. So one big last tip for anybody that's watching today: get your marketing gear in order.
Really look for attention. Attention is where it's at. If you can find attention and you see something getting good attention, triple down on it. If you're good at written word, audio, video, and you find a following of people, attention there, triple down, because that's attention is what builds a business.
Right, exactly. Yeah. All right, so this is Ethan Shaffer with Creative Dynamics, Kelly Orchard, the Badass Certifier, and my tagline, right? Say it with me: be bold.
Be bold.
Be brave.
Be brave.
Be confident.
Be confident.
Be badass.
Be badass.